Good morning. So today I'm on day 4 of my 7-day fast. So I'm over halfway. I am really pleased. Woke up this morning feeling fine, absolutely fine. Not hungry at all. And look, I am on 86 hours into my fast. So today I wanted to try again and talk to you about the growth hormone release while you fast. And hopefully today we will be able to upload the video. So I want to share my screen with you. So growth hormone. Growth hormone is a natural endogenous hormone. Endogenous means we release it within our body. And it is used for many health benefits, including anti-aging and also longevity. Now, let's see, right. Sometimes growth hormone is sometimes called somatotropin. It is an endogenous hormone released by the anterior pituitary gland in the brain. As we age, especially around the age of 40, the level of human growth hormone slowly declines. It is released or balanced with another hormone which is called insulin-like releasing hormone. Now these two work in a kind of balance with each other with a negative and positive feedback mechanism. You don't really need to know too much about this, but just know that the body works in balance. It's always trying to maintain balance. That's probably all you need to know about insulin-like releasing growth factor. Now, what stimulates the release of human growth hormone? Well, there's about 5 things that can stimulate the release of natural growth hormone. The first is low glucose in the blood. The second being low fatty acids within the blood. Exercise, particularly high intensity exercise. Also healthy stressors. Now, by healthy stresses, we mean short-term stress rather than chronic stress. Short-term stress, the body has evolved to cope with really quite well. It's actually the long-term stress that is really detrimental to our health. Another increase, the release of growth hormone would be amino acids, increase of amino acids in the bloodstream. Now, what can do all of these? Actually, fasting. So fasting will help to release, increase the release of human growth hormone. So you can be prescribed human growth hormone by your endocrinologist for very rare conditions. Not really going to go into that too much. In the USA, there are doctors out there, private doctors, that will prescribe human growth hormone. Reportedly, there are many Hollywood actresses and actors, actually, that take human growth hormone. There is a US doctor, and his name is Dr. Life, I kid you not. He's a 72-year-old GP, and he really promotes the use of exogenous human growth hormone. It's incredibly expensive, costing anywhere between £1,000 to £2,000 per month, and that would be on top of the fee to see the private doctor. So very expensive. Have a look at Dr. Life. You cannot quite believe his body. He's 72 and has the body of, well, someone less than half his age. But why spend that money when you can do it naturally? So by naturally fasting for extended periods, you can increase the release of human growth hormone up to 5-fold naturally in your body. And actually, when you fast, not only is it free, but it's actually gives you more money because you're not spending money on food. So it's even better. Okay, let's have a look. So what does human growth hormone do? Why is it so beneficial, and why do so many Hollywood actors and actresses find it useful? So firstly, human growth hormone produces what we call gluconeogenesis. Now, Genesis, you remember from the Bible, means creation. Gluco is glucose, so new glucose creation. Now, this occurs naturally within the liver, and the liver does this by using fat stores, which are broken down by another name, which is called lipolysis. Lipolysis means the breakdown of fat. It also, not only does it break down fat or adipose tissue, it actually increases the level of amino acids that are uptaken by your muscle tissue. Now, as you probably are aware, amino acids are the building blocks of protein. So to enhance the amino acid uptake in your muscles means that your muscles will grow, they will repair, and we call it hypertrophy. So firstly, we have fat release and use turned into glucose. Then we have amino acid uptake in muscles. Thirdly, we have promotion of bone density and cartilage, which is called cartilage 1 synthesis, which happens in the bone. Now, bone maintenance is really, really important for women post-menopause or perimenopause. This is going to help you to prevent osteopenia and osteoporosis. It promotes bone density. It's anti-aging, really, really good for your skin. It increases longevity. It also increases your energy. So, what could be better? Now, there's a few articles that you can look at from the Journal of Endocrinology. This was done quite a long time ago, but this showed that the levels of growth hormone were increased 5-fold from a 24-hour fast to a 48-hour fast, which is quite interesting. It was a very small study on healthy men, but they were testing their growth hormone levels at different periods throughout the 24 to 48 hours and found that yes, growth hormone was increased 5-fold after 48 hours as opposed to 24. So this shows you that actually the longer you fast, the more growth hormone you're releasing. There was another study, again, this was a 5-day study on healthy men. The study shows that growth hormone release, again, the pulsular release from the anterior pituitary gland was also increased during the 5-day fast. So increasing your length of fast does promote growth hormone. Okay, now, I wouldn't recommend that anybody goes on an extended fast without checking with their GP or their healthcare professional. I would definitely start off with something like intermittent fasting, a 16-8, and then slowly increase perhaps to a 24-hour fast and then a 48-hour fast. If you're on medication, obviously that needs to be looked at. You will not die fasting. I can promise you that. You might feel at points that you are, but you won't fast. You won't die fasting. Now, just lastly, I wanted to show you what I'm drinking today. So the herbal tea for today is a really interesting herb or berry. It's called Schisandra. Now, Schisandra berry is actually native to China. And sometimes referred to as the 5-flavoured fruit. And it is really interesting because the flavour of the berry does change from bitter, sweet, salty, sour and bland. Now, the benefits of Schisandra berry, in Chinese medicine, they call it the herb of longevity. But studies have shown that it increases both phase 1 and phase 2 metabolism, detoxification, of the liver. So I've combined today the Schisandra berry with my lovely favourite, dandelion root. And I wanted to mention dandelion root. I forgot to say last time that the famous English herbalist Nicholas Culpeper, he talks about dandelion and says that it is the bane of most gardeners because, as you know, it will spread. But actually, if it was a rarer plant, we would really find that it was so beneficial. And he talks about how plants that grow around us are the plants that we should be utilising most. So dandelion is certainly one of those plants that we have in all of our gardens. It's very difficult to get rid of. The root is a taproot and you have to get it all out, otherwise it will reproduce. Very, very good for the liver. A very good cleansing herb and detoxification herb. I like using dandelion a lot, particularly for detoxification and liver care. When you're fasting, you will release a lot of toxins from the adipose or fat tissues, which will be released in the blood and then detoxified by the liver. So by looking after your liver while helping to detox the body is really, really important. Also the kidneys. So by drinking lots of fluid, that's really, really important. So that's enough for today. I don't want this video to be too long because it won't upload. So see you tomorrow.